Hey guys, welcome to L Earth Angel 50 here to give you guys another message. Okay. All right. So we're still keeping up with the same theme of peace. I now have 3 beautiful peace lilies. Got 2 on this one over here. I don't think you may be able to see it. You might not be able to. And then the other one over here has still the same really big and pretty lily that's been open now for some time. So that's still a running theme that I've been picking up on. Whether it's just people, excuse me, I'm a little stuffy. I don't know, whatever, something that was in the air. I don't know. I don't think it's really the cat hair or something, but something just all of a sudden started to make me sneeze. I don't know. So it's also giving me that energy of something, and like I'm getting something not pretty, something negative trying to return to you when you've already, look, where my no button at, y'all? I did have it out here on the table. I don't know what I did with it, but this definitely feel like time that I want to pull it out. Where'd it go, y'all? That's interesting too that my no button is missing, because I could have sworn I kept it on the table. That's interesting too, that the no button is all of a sudden gone. Also, another thing I noticed when I came in here today is I noticed that my Ankh bracelet is missing again as well. So my no button, hopefully they'll show up, but at the moment I don't see either one of those things. Okay, my Ankh bracelet and my no button. Okay, so hopefully both of those will return. But you know, I have been using my no button. A lot of you been using your no button. You know, just sending things away. Even like a lot of you probably have been praying or just sending up, you know, positive thoughts so that your situations can shift for the positive, for peace. Okay. I don't think anybody's trying to stay stuck in the same situations. But what's so unsettling about all of it is that it's not something that you're trying to remain stuck in. Okay, it's not something that you're trying to remain stuck in. It's just that it's been a lot. I mean, I don't even oftentimes like before I start my message and I have these incoming flowing messages, it can be hard to articulate because it's a lot going on. It's a lot of different energies that have been doing like a push and pull. Okay. 1111 has been very heavy in my energy. It actually came out when I pulled an angel, because I have a pre-pull of what's in the energy currently that I'm gonna do. I think I may just do just this and then come in with the message later. But with this 1111 out of the Angel Connections deck, it says here, Master number 1111 reveals the 4 pillars of light that have opened the portals, allowing you to access to the divine truth. Okay. Now, what was so crazy, is this it here? Yep. When I split the deck on my synchronicity deck, look what came out. Speaking the truth. So there have been many people coming forward to speak the truth, and there are these energies that they don't like the truth, they can't handle the truth. Okay. What else here? The angelic gateway supports your spiritual awakening. Okay, so even though there's all of that ugliness lingering, there is support for you. I still pick up on that energy heavy. It came out I have so many messages that have been coming through, and I just, if I couldn't give it my full energy, like even now, something is tugging to not want me to push through and give the message, like the sneezing attack right before I got ready to get started. Like, just hitting from all angles for some of you. Just coming up with little things to make it difficult for the messages to continue to come out, but they're gonna come out regardless. And for a lot of people, when you're getting that resistance, it sometimes can make you, even though you got to fall back and get your rest, almost makes you want to go harder. And I don't understand why the negative energies don't pick up on that. That when, I guess the best way to describe it is just like when these attacks, okay, I'll just call them attacks, negative attacks. I don't think any attack, anytime you're talking about attack, I don't think it could be positive, but these forceful attacks, spiritual attacks, even some of you may have experienced, unfortunately, physical attacks as well, and that is a way to silence you, to get you not to speak any further truth. It is a form of abuse. It really is. Okay, and you know, like I said, I was just guided to do this real quick here. You know, cleansing out the space, got the candle going for my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. And I just thank the Most High for showing me what I need to see, protecting me and mine in spite of that, keeping you and keeping, you know, myself, my family safe in the midst of whatever storms, because some of the things they'll even attack in a sneaky way, like attacking other people in and around you that you love. So all of it is meant to have like an overall negative effect on you, so that you cannot proceed in the love and light and the peaceful energy in which is naturally yours. Okay, it's trying to project negativity onto you, which you do not naturally hold. Okay, it's trying to put something off on you. All right, this could even be heavily affecting, like I was picking up on like pregnancy energy heavy, like several messages back. It has kind of subsided somewhat, but there could still be like a something negative going on, either with someone that could be expecting, or also like I was getting something like there could even be a pregnant mother who is now speaking some sort of truth, or living in their truth, a pregnant mother. This could even be something from the past as well. Okay, but I just thought that was interesting when I picked up the synchronicity deck and automatically was guided to split the deck, and I saw those two cards. So you know, and it was, I can't remember, I think I had been looking at the synchronicity card, and then something just was like, grab the synchronicity deck. And so I don't know, I just thought that was very interesting. Now, y'all know there's just like certain things about this what I do, because I don't do traditional tarot. I do oracle messages, despite what people's personal opinions may be about that. Everybody that gives messages, they don't use cards. It's just, I don't know, I can't even quite almost remember how I stumbled across this, but I find it very helpful to me, and hopefully you guys find my messages helpful as well. Okay, I do feel a little bit better about the stuffiness. I feel like it's kind of subsiding, you know, especially now that the space has been fully cleansed out here. Let me just get a few sips of this water, and I'm going to tell you guys the energy. Now, I've had this out here on the table for a few days. So I was getting somebody here who wears glasses, all right? Someone could wear glasses because they need them for their vision. And then I too, this time, I don't think I've ever picked up on this energy before, but it's with the glasses energy, it's like somebody taking a second look, like somebody, you know, like how if you wear glasses like myself and you don't have them on, you can't see clearly. So this is almost like a second set of eyes, maybe somebody even possibly having somebody else look at something. Can you look at this for me? Am I seeing this clearly? It's also giving me that seer energy. So not like literal glasses, like somebody just being able to fully see. The glasses is just not always meaning literal glasses, just, excuse me, just being able to see a situation clearly for what it is, not actually the physical act of, you know, reading something, being able to see it clearly. So I don't think I've ever picked up on that with this card. So you could resonate with that, where you're just seeing something more clearly, or you really do need to use your glasses to be able to read actual fine print. Okay? And picking up on someone tall in your energy, someone may have came in your area and they were hoping that you did not see them clearly. You know, they're like, oh, you know, I really was just trying to, you know, come in the energy. I didn't want that to run and bump into that person, but you may have saw somebody in and around you. Now, for some of y'all, this could be someone who had good intentions, but also getting someone who lurking in your energy that could have been on some low-key, on some stalker stuff, following you, monitoring you. This person could be tall. Okay. We got exaggerated features here. A lot of times, like I'm picking up on now, I get that it's someone who just may have very, very full lips, high cheekbones. Could even be someone who's not their physical features, but how they are as a person could be very exaggerated. The way that they engage with others, like they just, everything, like, you know, it's just, I almost want to say, sometimes when you call somebody extra, that don't always mean the best, but I do mean it with a lot of love here when I'm saying this person is just extra. They just, you know, they do the most, but it's just them. It's part of their personality. It's just someone that's very bright, bubbly, fun-loving. They could be extra loud. Everything is like almost over exaggerated. Okay, so I'm picking up on that as well. Exaggerated. So getting some different things about for these cards here today that don't really have anything to do with physical characteristics. It's giving me more other parts of a person's character. Okay, we got this red attire again. Okay, red could be significant. The color red. All right, and I like red. I like all the colors of the rainbow, but just certain times I'm more drawn to certain colors, or they'll have a significant meaning in the message. All right, we got piercings. Be nose, getting something with the eyebrow, septum. Now that doesn't necessarily mean, because I don't know, I don't know if that's an actual piercing, like if they put holes there, or if it's just like the, you know, the thing that you can just put, you know, I don't know, because I don't have a bunch of piercings. And, you know, these are oracle messages. I'm not judging anybody. You know, I don't think there's anybody here that can say that they don't, in their own moments in life, have not passed judgment. I think we're all guilty of that, but that's not at all. I just want y'all to keep in mind here, that's not at all what I'm trying to do. Okay, I'm just delivering the message how it's been given to me. Okay, but something about a septum ring, getting an eyebrow, nose. Somebody could just have a lot of piercings, like places, I'm gonna just say non-traditional places for piercings. Okay. Also, very animated eyes, you know, or you could get a lot of compliments on your eyes. That could be like someone could often say to you that maybe one of your best assets is your beautiful eyes. Okay, no matter what your eye color is. Okay, something about someone having very, very animated eyes. Even like how I, you know, sometimes get expressive or, you know, make expressions with your face, but your eyes pop. You use your eyes a lot. All right. Now, the only card that came out in reverse was somebody here, bald, but I feel like either this person feels ashamed for something or I don't know, somebody that could be bald, they could either feel ashamed for something or like I had picked up on in the energy the other day that it could be someone that you didn't have a romantic relationship, but they could be feeling some sort of guilt or shame or something like that. You may or may not have a close connection to this person, but this was the only person that came out in reverse. Somebody that is bald, okay? Because I did a real quick short where, because it was so heavy in my ear, I'm like, who is this? And I had, you know, pull some cards, like a quick pre-pull message, and that's what came out. It was just somebody in the energy heavy. And I said somebody, but, excuse me, oftentimes a lot of you will relate. This is general messages and predictions. A lot of different people can relate to the message in some kind of way. If you don't resonate with the full message, parts of it could resonate with you. Okay. Someone here could have a round face. All right, we got those mixed colored eyes again. I keep picking up so heavy in the energy how there's people that they may have, you know, misjudged something or they're seeing things with the, like I said, with the glasses, with the second set of eyes. Okay, what else is out here on the table, Spirit? And you know what? I realized when I was laying this out here, it kind of almost looks like a upside down pyramid. Even when I look at it this way, it's like, you could say, I don't know, almost reminds me like a glass. I don't know, like somebody, I don't know. This message, I feel like I may not be explaining myself properly. I hope I am. I hope it's coming across clearly for you guys. Oh, God, this stuffiness here. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to like try to clear some of that stuffiness out, y'all. I am so sorry. I feel like there may be people that they know they could have been protecting this individual, or then also I'm feeling like there's people that were telling this individual, hey, you need to, because what was the thing I was saying in there? You need to, oh my gosh, guys, I can't, it was right there. Spirit, bring it, run it back, Spirit. Set the record straight. Thank you, Spirit. That was the short. It was less than 2 minutes, but it was somebody, either people encouraging someone to set the record straight, or like with this person come out in reverse, like somebody just they refusal to, or if it's not just refusal, it could just be shame. Like I don't know. That's what I was getting. Okay, and then also average height here. I feel like it could be some young people, but doesn't have to be. But a lot of times when I get this card, I do feel like it's a younger energies. Okay. All right. But somebody of average height could have some significance to this message. Somebody nicely dressed here. You could even be getting ready to get nicely dressed for an event, or if this is not an event, this is just, it's, you know, proper attire for whatever the whatever the cause is. So you may have to attend something formal. This could be an interview. This could be somebody having to even address a group, but you have to, you want to be presentable. It could be court, doesn't have to be. Someone here could still be struggling with some unhealthy habits. Somebody could be trying to be supportive and encourage this person to change their behaviors. This could be a coping mechanism for someone. Some of these healthy habits, they just tell somebody, oh, I'm doing much better. I've cut back. So this could be someone that actually does smoke. Okay, somebody could be trying. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. You got man, all right. A man, it could be a man, doesn't have to be. That's trying to cope with something better. All right, someone here could have facial hair, and then someone muscular, okay? That is what was coming up in my energy, you guys. And I was going to say, too, I don't often use this psychic oracle cards, but I was drawn to them today as well. And I had got a quick message from that, because I just feel like there's been like an overflow of different things coming to the light. And so, I don't know, I was really guided to use those cards today. So I did do a quick pull. So I have a lot of pre-pulled messages that I did. And then if I feel like I need to add more cards to it, I will. All right. And then, oh, y'all know how I love these cards here, because sometimes they get a little bit too deep for me. But in addition to the, who is it? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm so stuffy, but that just came on suddenly. Let me put my glasses on because this is a little bit smaller writing. Okay, but this again has been like a very common, unfortunately common theme about victims. Okay. People trying to do something to some witnesses here. All right. Trying to silence witnesses. I hate saying it, but that's what I'm getting. All right, somebody could have just been a bystander. They weren't even trying to be in the midst of all of that. Somebody may be fearful because they were just a bystander. They weren't trying to get involved or be involved with something. The people that need to know about this bystander, they may not even realize that there was a bystander. There's somebody that's probably struggling with themselves, but whether they should say anything, because they were just a bystander. They want no parts of this. They just happened to be in the vicinity at the time that something took place. But someone is fearful. That's what I'm getting here. And then, y'all know I don't like saying victim, so survivor. So whoever I'm picking up on in the energy, just know that you are not, even though you were victimized, you are still a survivor, okay? And somebody's been really, or some of you, picking up on multiple, could really have been through it, and some people may not even really gotten a chance to speak. So for certain things, like I said, there are witnesses, there is evidence. Okay. And then we got perpetrator on the bottom. All right. Somebody's perpetrator. I feel like that unfortunately has been several. Only because, like, I know it's one of the things that comes up heavy in my spirit and something that I advocate for the survivors. I advocate for the survivors. To be honest with you, I advocate for, yes, the survivors are top tier, but I advocate also for those who are the perpetrators, the offenders, because they got to get some, something need to happen, need to help them. Okay, so you have to really, when you do get these kind of messages, it's like both sides, the good and the bad, okay? But we know that ultimately we want people that have been victimized to, obviously we want them to, I'm hearing being made whole, but if someone's been victimized or, you're a survivor of something, you're not ever going to be made completely whole, because that's something that you always have as part of you that was not a negative, was not a positive in your life, but hopefully you find your way to be able to, I don't even know how to articulate it, y'all, like have some sense of peace, and some sense of normalcy in your life again after being traumatized. That's the best way I can put it. So that's coming up heavily in the energy as well. And another thing, because these are past life oracle, yeah, that's what they're called, right? I don't know, I always forget the name of these decks sometimes. Uncovering your past lives oracle. So, excuse me, guys, I'm so sorry about the sniffling. But this could even be something that was like, I talk about break generational curses. This could actually have been something that was generational, like people constantly being victimized, okay? And I don't know that they ever really viewed themselves as like a victim or, victim slash survivor. All right, something here in regards to wealth as well, or inheritance, okay? And it's been like a running theme, unfortunately, with people losing that or being taken. Also, what I'm getting off of this card is that someone in the energy, they could just be wealthy, or they could have accumulated wealth through their hard work. All right, and then also, y'all, there's gambling out here again. Somebody has such a horrible addiction that they will do anything to be able to feed that. So someone here, I'm getting a few things. Some people here with a speculation regarding something, could even have to do with something illegal with gambling. And again, if you're taking finances from someone else to fund that habit, that would be illegal. Or there could be even something deeper here with some sort of gambling. It was out here, something to do with gambling. But I was picking up really, really heavy about someone trying to cover up something with, I think people know this person has an addiction, but for whatever reason, they do things to try to cover up the fact that they were utilizing a lot of their funds and other people's funds to fund some sort of addiction here. Okay, it's a real problem. This could even be something that runs in this person's family line. It's learned behavior. Everybody has this problem within this line. And I talk about breaking generational curses is all on, what your individual choice is, what you're going to do. Do you feel like you have a problem? Or are you just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again? All right. I was getting this energy too, gladiators. Okay. Someone that has, when I think of a gladiator, I think of someone that, there's not someone literally putting on like a full suit of armor. I don't think I'm going back that far, y'all, but I just feel like this is someone, could even be someone that's spiritual or religious, that's someone that walks in the full armor of God, like they feel fully protected no matter what comes their way. I'm also seeing like that's people's energy, like they just get up and face the day in their full suit of armor. Like I said, people that walk with the Most High, or they have some sort of religious or spiritual background or protection, whatever It is, because that's different for everybody. And then also like literal athletes. There could be athletes that are like soaring above, or there could even be some athletes here currently dealing with some issues where they need to recover from whatever that is. I'm not trying to spend too much time on these cards, but those were the two that were screaming out at me. There could even be like a family line too of people that where there's athleticism, or just like I said, those are the two that are coming in really heavy, like actual athletes, and then people that are true. I'm gonna say gladiators for the Lord, y'all. Walking with the full armor. I just keep hearing that, walking with the full armor of protection. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got building collapse. All right. A building that could actually be like where something is going to collapse, or something may have already collapsed because it was in disrepair. There has been a lot of inclement weather in different places, but I'm seeing something about an actual building collapse. Could be from earth disaster, such as an earthquake. That could be why the building, it could have already been deemed unsafe, and then after, doesn't have to even be, Spirit said, doesn't have to be an earthquake, but it could have been, but some sort of natural disaster could have caused a building to be deemed unsafe, and then after another event of something, this building could collapse. And animal attacks is out here again as well, so please make sure you are securing your animals, okay? Especially like if you have the bigger dogs, because we don't know, you just don't know, because they're animals. I don't care how, because somebody could say, oh, my animal is very tame, so I don't know, something about an animal attack here. Now, this could actually have been something that's provoked by the person, and I hate to say it like that, but that's really what I'm getting. Like, someone could have done something to provoke an animal, because that can happen. That can happen. An animal attack. I think that's all I'm getting here, you guys. Oh, drought is coming out too, you guys. Drought. So there could be some places that really need, they could use some more. They could use some rain. This could just be an area that's prone to that, like a very dry area. This could be. Just something about an area that could use, do something about somebody's crops. Or somebody's garden. Somebody's experiencing some sort of drought. This could even be a financial drought as well. Something could be drying up for someone. I don't know if this is a private business that somebody owns, but some kind of drought, whether this is actual literal drought from not having enough water, or if this is some sort of financial drought because of whatever area this is, a decline with a certain area. All right, we got the artist and the professional out here. Okay, so somebody could be like very multifaceted. They could do many different things. This person is very professional, but they're just an artist in whatever it is that they set their mind to. They have a lot of artistic, creative ability. Okay. I'm also getting here because we got hobbies. There could be something that someone does as a hobby, or could have done as a hobby in the past, that is going to end up making this person a lot of money in the future. It could already be coming to fruition for someone. We have someone here who may be in the energy that will be. Now I'm saying will be. So this could be something that's coming. They will be considered a hero or a savior to someone because of the way that they step in. I feel like this is highly authentic. This is not something that's somebody's putting on. They're not trying to get any type of, you know, even if you try to thank this person or you try to, you know, I don't know, somebody could feel like they're very indebted to someone. Okay, someone here has could be a philanthropist, could even come from a lineage of people who, what's it called? Okay, it's okay. Now I say saintly on here. I would love to believe there's still a lot of people like that, that just very selfless, not looking for any type of look, why I keep hearing trophies? Ain't no award for that. Yeah, someone's not expecting any trophy or no award. I just was hearing that song. Dun, 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 dun. So someone's not looking for any type of honors or anything for that. Somebody could just, you know, do good deeds. I've picked up on that energy before. Okay, that's kind of all I'm getting off this card. I feel like somebody really could be, you know, viewed as saintly due to their good deeds. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. All right, anything else here, Spirit? We got this one last one. Wise person. And I think that did come out in another message I did recently. People that are very wise. Okay, you can even be seeing, excuse me, if it's not like a literal owl. Hold on, yeah. Yeah, when I went outside too earlier, see the butterflies? Butterflies on my stretch day. You could be seeing a lot of butterflies. I'm sorry, I just thought about that when I my shirt, because that same little white butterfly just flutters in my yard. I don't know if he just stays in the area because all the flowers. But that white butterfly I keep seeing. But I was saying before I paused, some of you could be seeing owls. An owl could be a positive symbol for you. And again, how often would you see a real live owl? Depending upon what part of the world you live in. Okay, but it doesn't have to be in person. It could be on TV. It could be just like, oh, look, those are owls over there on that shirt or whatever. It could be anywhere you see these visuals. Somebody, if they're not just a wise person or an intuitive, like a lot of you may that do messages and things, and you are true, you're true with it. I'm gonna just say that. Okay, this could just be someone that's well informed now. Someone could have been misinformed in the past, and now someone is well informed. Okay, they could have been briefed. I'm also hearing the word brief. Somebody could have been briefed on something, and now they have more information. They feel like they know how to move forward. Okay, then at the bottom it has wounded healer here. Could be a lot of you guys, right? Some of us, you could resonate, unfortunately, as being a wounded healer. Like you've been wounded, but you continue not only to heal yourself, but you're even healing others while helping to heal others while you heal yourself. You know, that's kind of like who, what has been coming up in my energy. Also, I got another Angels Connections card here before I leave you guys. You may have been feeling isolated, rejected, unappreciated, or misunderstood, but today you realize you are not alone. I know a lot of you probably realized that a long time ago that you're not alone, okay? And I used to say that a lot, you are not alone. And I would even get that song a lot come up in my spirit by MJ, You Are Not Alone, okay? There's a loving angel. I feel like there's more than one loving angels, I'm going to say, walking right beside you. It's beautiful. I don't think I've ever gotten this one before. Okay. And then Y'all, too, something came up a while back now. If the snow is also, if something could have happened in the wintertime, or this could be someplace that is known for snow. The only thing that's popping up for me is Antarctica. Something about some sort of research, too. I don't know. Y'all, I've never been to Antarctica. I have no desire to go someplace with temperatures that frigid. I already know what frigid temperatures feel like. Okay, but something about the wintertime. Okay, something that happened from the wintertime could be resurfacing. But there is there's loving angels walking right beside you. So those of you that can relate with kind of the wounded healer and relate with what it says here on the card, feeling isolated, or people wanting you to feel isolated, rejected, unappreciated, or misunderstood, just know that, you know, and I know y'all be like, y'all be saying it all the time. I'm tired, I'm weary, I don't want to cry anymore. I don't know, I just feel like some very positive. I've been feeling it for a while, even though for some of you things may feel like they're taking a long time. If you are a true divine energy, there may be some things that you're still struggling to wrap your mind around or understand. It is amazing to some people what you have been able to withstand. Look, the birds are chattering outside. They said, Yep, they agree that there is positive shift, a shift. You've left a lot of negative things behind you in your past. And like I was saying at the top of the message, there's energies that just, for whatever reason, I don't know, and in some areas more than not that I feel that from. I guess it'll come up later in the other messages, but just like certain areas where I have no better way of putting it, but demonic spirits, like a lot of healing that is not happening, okay? But then there are people that are wounded healers that are not only healing themselves, but even helping to heal others in the process. And again, I tell you all the time, healing is an ongoing process. But I know this has been a little bit longer of a message than I would do when I use these types of cards. But that's all that was coming out, y'all. Just the different characteristics here, things that I've been picking up on in the energy, okay? And it's just like they're working really, really hard not to get these messages to come out. But they're so important to be heard. And, you know, like, even now how I feel sort of kind of, I don't know how to describe it really. Like, when all of a sudden we having a sneeze attack and get stuffy again, it's like these repetitive things that are being done to try to shut things down, but it's not going to happen. Not that it's a secret. I don't know why I start whispering, but somebody could be whispering even, thinking that, oh, you know, I just feel like as people could be surrounded, some of you, that they whisper amongst one another, or some of them feel like they whisper, but they're not whispering. They're actually very loud, trying to cover up the truth, or they may even know the truth about some happenings that they're not really doing anything to make the situation better. But I do feel strong in my spirit about the peace, like I'm saying, that's a running theme, and that some things are going to get better. And because some of you have been so victimized already, you may not have to have so much pressure put on you to get your just due. Okay, you may really get some real grace and mercy for once and for all for some of you. Okay, and that's the message, y'all. All right, and again, I do apologize, but again, it just came on suddenly, the sniffling, the sneeze attack. But I'm gonna work through this, all right? And I love you guys so much. So I will see you on the next one. Bye.